this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! It's Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. With
John
ready in his chair. And almost 10 whole people watching from home. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the ThinkSoJoE Show! For those of you listening on all WNY, I do apologize for that brief interruption, but you were getting no audio to begin with. Now you see the lower thirds, John not here. John not ready in his chair. We're going to make a t-shirt. I think that's what we're going to do in this first hour. Because John's got drum lessons right now. He's not there. By the way, trying something different with the audio today. I have a mic up here instead of right here. It's actually running through the mic that's usually right here, but it's up here, just out of sight of the camera. And hopefully that works. If anybody's currently watching and wants to let me know if it sounds okay, please do let me know, because from what I hear in the headphones, it sounds no worse than usual. But, you know, we haven't perfected the sound on this podcast yet. We got video looking great. We really do. Video looks spiffy. It sounds good. Thank you, Max. Got video looking spiffy. So we're trying our best to get audio sounding spiffy. So the only problem is, like, usually we got mics on, so if I have to get up for any reason and go in the other room, you won't hear me. John will be over here and John will be talking very low like he does, but you should be able to hear everything theoretically. And also, I didn't think to do this until I was in the shower an hour ago, so whether this mic stays charged the entire time is another story. So perhaps by the time John gets here around 7-ish, perhaps we will be back to the regular mics, because who knows? It was just a figure, it's just me for an hour, so I'm just gonna experiment. Why not? Try different audio. Yeah, John has a drum lesson today. He's not here. He will be here in a little while, leaving me all by myself. But at least this week I'm prepared, instead of last week where I'm just sitting here like, where the fuck is John for an hour? But this weekend I won't be saying where the fuck is John, because I know where John will be. John will be at the Punk Rock Prom at Mohawk Place. Doors open at 6 p.m. for that one. Early start. Bands start at 7 and have 45-minute sets, which we didn't know when we came up with our set list. So, yeah, we're going to talk a lot in our set. So, that's the plan. That's the plan. We're just going to talk and get through those 45 minutes because we only have a 30-minute set planned. And that's my fault, because I was told 45 minutes. And then I said, hey, then I was asked, hey, what time's our set? And then I went and I looked and I said, oh shit, it's a 45-minute set. So that's going to be fun. But I'm really more looking forward to, like, what everybody's wearing. I've gotten a couple of people. I saw Maximo in the chat last week. He said, oh, you guys are my competition, when John and I brought up fighting over who's going to be prom king. And then I saw Skinny from Bastard commented on one of my posts where I said that I was going to show up to the Yellow Sauce show next Thursday, like Macho King Randy Savage with the punk rock prom king crown on. And Brandon said, hey, I dressed as Macho Man Randy Savage last year at Punk Rock Prom, which he did. And he said, I think I got second place for Punk Rock Prom King, which I can't confirm. I don't know. I had nothing to do with that. I actually left before all that happened, despite the fact that I am one half of the promotion company that booked that show. Different times, different emotions. I'll be there the full night this time. So I can't wait to see what everybody's going to wear. He has a costume for a surprise this year. No one knows what it is. All right. I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody's wearing. He was, in fact, second last year. I do remember the Macho Man Randy Savage costume. In fact, I was going through looking at pictures from last year's punk rock prom, mostly because I had to do all the signage and everything this year. We had somebody else do it last year. So I was looking at all the pictures of the, what everybody was wearing. And I wanted to see, I wanted to see what everybody was wearing, how my outfit this year ranks, compares to some of those. I don't, maybe if it was the pro wrestling prom, he would have won first place with a Macho Man Randy Savage costume. Which really, if I wanted to do a Macho Man Randy Savage costume, I got the robe right here. It's in the shot every single week. But I am looking forward to seeing what everybody's wearing. I'm looking forward to hearing all the bands. I got a chance to... I'm, of course, friends with Bastard, and Wyatt Coyne, and I see you guys all the time. And we must not let them win. I'm with you. I am with you. I want to win. First of all, I don't even know... I don't know how this voting or anything works. Like, I'm not in the loop on any of this. I know I'm like one half of the promoters, so I probably shouldn't be eligible, but I think... if I don't have anything to do with the outcome of said voting, which I shouldn't, then I should be eligible, right? I've been told it might be a conflict of interest. I don't know. Leland knows what he's wearing? All right. I hope Leland dresses up like he looked good last year, but I hope he dresses up like fancier this year. I hope he gives me and John a run for our money. And I haven't seen what John's wearing. And the only thing John knows about what I'm wearing is I'm wearing black and white head to toe. And I'm not, which is exactly what I'm wearing right now, actually, black and white head to toe. But I'm not, I haven't given away exactly what I'm wearing. So, I'm going to look good. And John said he got a suit. He said he spent $60 on a suit. He said he was going to spend $20, but that it wouldn't have gotten here until after the prom, which was the problem I was having with a lot of shit that I needed for what I wanted to wear. So luckily everything came in. I'm just sitting here. The shirt that I'm wearing came from China, and I'm just sitting here like checking the tracking, and Amazon's like, it's on the way. They've picked it up. Like, okay, they picked it up. That doesn't mean shit to me because it's in China. And like the link goes to USPS. Like, USPS is like the last mile delivery or whatever, and USPS is like, we don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We don't have a tracking number with this number. So I'm just sitting here like, yeah, I hope my shirt shows up. I mean, it wouldn't have been a huge deal if it didn't. Like, it's nothing special, but it was just like, saved me some work and like accuracy, I guess, in manipulating clothing. But also I ordered a hat, and that was like, it'll be there next Thursday, which would be tomorrow. And then that sat there for a couple of days of like, you know that USPS status where it's like, tracking number received, your order or your package is not yet in the system, or whatever, where they're expecting the package, but they don't actually have the package. And it's coming from California, and like the delivery time was supposed to be Thursday. So I'm like, shit, like it's just stuck in that limbo for like 3 days. And I'm like, I hope this gets here on time. And it got here today, so I'm good. I got everything for my outfit. I am looking forward to this. I cannot wait to look good. And if I'm eligible, win Punk Rock Prom King, because I'm gonna look good. And that's been, Punk Rock Prom was kind of, I didn't realize somebody else is also doing a Punk Rock Prom at Mohawk Place, and they've been doing it for a couple of years longer than us. I thought, like, my brain just had a brilliant idea, but apparently no, I must have seen that a couple of years ago and been like, hey, what would be a good idea? And, the funny thing is, when I pitched punk rock prom to my business partner, to Karina. I said, hey, I got this idea, and I want to have it. I want to have this show in June at Mohawk. I want it to be me. I want it to be a Living Brain Dead Murder and Loveboxx. And literally the next day, Gus from Murder puts a post out. Actually, all of the band Murder puts a post out. Hey, we're playing at Tudor Lounge next week, and it's going to be a punk rock prom. And I'm just like, are they reading my fucking thoughts? Because I pitched that to Karina. That conversation literally hadn't gone beyond the two of us. And one of the bands that I wanted to have on that bill did their own. So now it's like, fuck, can we even do a punk rock prom now that they've done this? Merch.ThinkSoJoE.com, by the way. We're going to make a t-shirt today on the show. I think that's what we're going to do. Because I have an idea for a t-shirt, and I might walk you through the process, because I've got nothing better to do for the next 40 minutes, 50 minutes. So now we've got Murder, who was a band I wanted to put on our punk rock prom, doing a punk rock prom. And I go, well, shit, can we still do this? And Karina's like, yeah, let's just do it. We're not doing it till June anyway. That's prom season. Like, yeah. So we started planning for the punk rock prom. We got our buddy Doug from BD2 did some signage for us and stuff. And Karina put in all the work for everything you saw last year, the photo booth and all that. She put all that work in. This year I've got a bigger hand in everything. Partly because I'm playing it finally. We didn't get to play it last year because it was on a Friday, and we at the time we were not taking Friday shows. We still really aren't, but yeah. So we weren't able to do that. And so when we announced this year's, we made sure we were available for it. And so now, and also, like, I've been on this kick of, like, we're fucking promoters, and we need to do a better job promoting. Because we had a show, last month at Tudor or something. I wasn't even there. I showed up to drop some stuff off to Karina, and then I went to Mohawk for a show to see a cover band from Erie, Pennsylvania. Great show, by the way. And John and I were there. We're about to go, we're like, oh, we can meet the band real quick, and then we can head out over to Tudor, catch the rest of that show. Well, as it turns out, I get a call from Karina, a text from Karina. She says, can you bring money to Tudor? I might have to pay the door guy out of pocket, and I don't have cash. I'm like, I got cash, I'll be there. So we talked to the local band that opened the local original band that opened for this cover band out of Erie. A couple of cover bands, actually. Come to think of it, I think, let me see, I think Brooks Surgeoner did some originals and a couple of covers. And then Daytona Beach 2000 did all covers, and First to 11 did all covers. But the opening band, Star Theory, local band here, they did mostly originals, and the only time I've ever liked the song Yellow by Coldplay. So, so we talked to them, introduced myself to them because I am a concert promoter. And I was like, I was like, are you guys even old enough to play our venues? And they're like, the one member of the band goes, sir, I am 32 years old. I'm like, yo, you don't look it. All right, cool. We're going to book you guys then at some point. And we haven't yet. We haven't even booked any shows since I met them. But I get to Tudor. I talk to the door guy. As soon as I get there. And I say, I heard I got to financially rescue this show. He says, no, man, I'm good. Like, what do you mean? He says, you guys made enough money to pay me. I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't have to rush out of there then. I could have stayed. I could have met First to 11 in Daytona Beach 2000 and Brooks Surgeoner. And, But no, we bounced and we came straight here because we thought we had to pay the door guy. Now, that said, there wasn't a lot of people there. He said there was people in and out all night, and that's why we made the money, but there wasn't a lot of people there. And as a promoter, I felt miserable about that. Not for myself and not for Karina, not for Good Things Events, but for Don Roth and Stinky Pete and Astrabula and TJ Cuttajar and whoever else was. There was another guy on that show. I can't remember who off the top of my head, but I felt bad for them because it's like, man, you guys are playing for nobody. And as a musician, I know what that's like. And so I felt, it's like, okay, we failed at promoting this show. I personally didn't post shit about that show. I made the flyer, I made the event page, I didn't say shit else about it. I wasn't even going to it. I showed up at the end. I saw Astrabula play. Leland was on his way out the door. I saw Leland and Marissa, and it was Janie Crash and the Tall Men were the other band on the show. And I was hoping to make their set, but I missed them. I love them. Hopefully get to play with them soon, actually. I might have a gig for them to offer them. That's neither here nor there. So I sit down with Karina and I'm like, yo, we need to do better. Like, we are not promoting, and we are promoters. And we need to make it so that we are promoting the things that we're promoting. And this time around for the punk rock prom, I kind of went on like she's reimbursing me for Facebook ads. You've probably seen those floating around, the Facebook ad with "This isn't your mama's prom," and we actually removed. I had Google Gemini write that for me, the ad spot, and we actually removed any references to moshing because we literally launched that ad the day after the incident at Mohawk where the crowd surfer who was in where the singer from the band jumped into the crowd off the stage and basically ruined this young girl's life, which I got an update on Bird, actually. I'll read that to you in a bit, but so we removed all references to moshing, but they were still on the event page and the ticket link, but they weren't on the sponsored ad. We took all references to moshing because we were just like in a weird place with that, with what happened to Bird, and we kind of felt awkward. It wasn't the right time to say, come mosh, come dance in the mosh pit or whatever. Like, no, some girl just got seriously fucking fucked up at Mohawk. We can't advertise like come mosh. Did I know that Lego is actually a Danish word for leg goat, which means play well? Yes, I did, as a matter of fact. Steph, are you playing Jeopardy with me and my brother? Because we're just waiting on you. You said you were playing. So we're just waiting to see if you're actually playing, and then I'll start the team. Do it right after the show. Pop culture Jeopardy. That sounds like really cool. So it sounds like it's right up my alley. And I think me and, my brother is a couple of years younger than me, so he might have a little, insight that I might not into pop culture. All right, cool. I will hit you up after the show, and we will set this up. Me, you, and my brother. I really think it's a great story to sell to Jeopardy to get us on, because like I've never met my brother, so it would actually be like a really good, like, when they ask the contestants questions at the beginning of the show, like, you two are brothers, but you never met. Like, this is true. We just met on the set of Jeopardy. So, hopefully we do well on the quiz and can get to that point. So I will I'll contact everybody after the show. But yeah, we removed every reference to, sorry, I just looked at my phone for the first time. I'm trying to get this email, trying to find this email about Bird, because I got it yesterday. It might not even be in this email. Actually, it's probably not. I'll find it. You know what? I'll find it during the song break instead of sitting here wasting time. How likely am I to recommend premium parking? Well, What the fuck? I'm just looking at I'm in the Subterranean Music Festival groups and yeah. Anyway, John's on his way. John had drum lessons rescheduled to today, so he'll be here for the second hour of the show. So I was already prepared to be here for an hour on my own, and I was just like, I'll come up with stuff to talk about. And now I'm sitting here like still talking about the punk rock prom for the last 20 minutes. Super excited for this. Wasn't that your idea anyway, Steph? Wasn't that something you brought up? Was like, oh, you guys should do a prom-themed show? And now we're sitting here. This is our second one. I just remember going to that first one. I was miserable. And that had nothing to do with the music. Like, all the bands, Bastard, and Abandoned Trains, and whoever else was on that show were amazing. But just, you know, shit that I had going on in my personal life was not... You never... You and your fiance should come to the punk rock prom Saturday night. So, you know, it's at Mohawk. It's 6 o'clock, doors. Braindead's on at 9 o'clock, I think. I don't know. We're going to look good. I'm going to look great. I'm still wearing black. I'm currently wearing black and white head to toe, but I'll be wearing black and white head to toe. You're not ready for a prom. I've been promoting it for 3 months now. I am ready for a prom. I'm stoked. Jill is not ready for prom, or at least the last time I talked to her, she wasn't. So hopefully she finds something to wear. But I'm gonna look good. And whether or not I'm eligible to win Prom King still remains to be seen. But if I am, I want to look good enough to do it. So there I am. You know, man, this chat is blowing up. The Subterranean Music Festival chat. They're all trying to do like. I'm super stoked. This will be the first prom you've ever been to. This is gonna be my third. I think it's my third. No, fourth, because I went to last year's punk rock prom. I was miserable at it, and I left early, even though it was my show. But yeah, I've been to. I was at 2 high school proms, and then I was at last year's punk rock prom. So this will be my 4th prom. This will be the first time I've ever actually like put real effort into looking good at the prom, though. So looking forward to this. So looking forward to this. Especially we got Broken Locker playing. We got Part-Time Genius playing. I saw both of those bands for the first time a couple of weeks ago down at what do you call it? The Elmwood Porch Fest. You guys hear that? My toilet's running. Since when is who in the chat? Since when the Subterranean Music... I've been in the Subterranean Music Festival chat. I'm vending at the Subterranean Music Festival. I don't know what I'm vending, but I'm vending. I got asked a couple of weeks ago when Leland was on. He said, do you want to vend at the show? I said, what the fuck am I vending? I'm a podcast. He says, oh no, bring stickers and bring shirts or whatever. Like, okay, cool. So I'm going to bring some stickers. I got to get made still. I'm going to bring a portable recorder, and I'm going to try and interview bands as they get off stage or before they go on stage. I don't know. I might try to do what we did at Warped Tour. Gloomy, if you're watching. And I don't think you are, because you're blowing up the Subterranean Music group chat right now. The side chat. There's 2 chats now for this. This is the Revival Shenanigans chat. What we did at Warped Tour, when we broadcast live from Warped Tour, the last Warped Tour at Darien Lake, we were connected into the soundboard at the local stage. So in between bands, they had us doing our shtick. It was the ThinkSoJoE show. So it was me and Karina at the time, and it was Ryan Gurnett of The Struggle Is Real, Buffalo Music Podcast. That is way too long of a name for a podcast. But we were doing our shtick in between local bands. We were interviewing the bands, and we were doing all this. We had people coming up, and we were playing games with people, just giving them free Struggle Is Real t-shirts and shit. And it was a lot of fun, honestly. We were right by the fucking entrance too, so like people would walk into Darien Lake. there's a local band playing on the stage, and if the bands aren't playing, they're hearing us. And we're like, oh, we're playing Warped Tour bingo. Come over and, come over and see if we have a matching bingo card for you. And it was shit like, did not leave the house in this outfit. Wasted lead singer, guy wearing his own band merch, shit like that. And I might do that at Subterranean, honestly. I might have Karina come up with some Subterranean music festival bingo cards for me and try to do that. Yeah, Gloomy, if you're watching. If not, I'll hit you up with this idea later. Hook us into the soundboard. Let us fucking do our shtick in between bands. Because that'd be cool. But then I'd have to bring a mixer and shit, so I don't know how cool that would be. But it was fun at Warped Tour. It was cool. It was just like, we got to be entertainment at fucking Warped Tour, and I wasn't even in a band at this point. I was still a year out from forming Living Brain Dead, but the problem was we got stuck sitting at the local stage all day unless we planned it out to go see somebody. So we were like, Ryan, take over. We're gonna go see the Interrupters. So bring it up in the chat. Yeah, I'm sure he will. Honestly, I think it worked at Warped Tour. We were and we didn't plan that either. We were broadcasting live from Warped Tour. Unfortunately, the button to record upon broadcast somehow got unchecked, and we have no evidence that this whole thing happened, but we broadcast all day long. So everything that we were doing, in between bands, we had pre-recorded while the bands were playing, we had pre-recorded segments. And then in between bands, we were doing live shit. We were not expecting them to plug us into the mixer and actually have us doing our shtick in between bands at Warped Tour from our booth, our little all WNY booth. It was cool, man. It was a lot of fun, and we met a ton of cool people. It was very, very interesting to see the people who were winning Warped Tour bingo. Best friends who wore the same outfit and fucking all kinds of stupid shit like that, right? It was a good time. And, we bailed to see the Interrupters, and then we hung out with Kaiser Solzy and went and saw his act when he played. We actually shut down before he played just to go see him. And I got to meet John Longley, who is the drummer for Kosha Dills, and also the drummer for MC Lars, who, if you're a fan of MC Lars and you ever heard the song 36 Laurel Drive, which is John Thatcher Longley, clean up your house. That's the guy. I met him at that Warped Tour because he was drumming for Kosha Dills, who was cool as shit to us. And now he's on fucking Wilding Out and shit. So that's cool as fuck, We met so many cool people at that and got to interview all the bands, got to just be fucking goofy as shit in between bands and have it broadcast for people walking in the gates at Warped Tour. So yeah, I would love to do that again. That sounds like an idea to me. If we're vending, we're there anyway. What the hell? Why not? Especially if I'm already planning on bringing a portable recorder and just yo, you wanna let's interview these bands. I got to interview Kevin Lyman, the founder of Warped Tour, and the only evidence of that even happening is Meredith Snow got a picture of it. Thankfully, Meredith Snow got a picture of it, because I could say that all day and people are, hey, you got no proof. No, I got proof. There's a picture of me with a microphone with an all WNY flag on it, with stuck it right in Kevin Lyman's face. Founder of Warped Tour. We're having this great conversation with him, but it didn't fucking record. And I'm so mad about it still to this day, and it's my fault. I take all the fucking blame for it. I should have checked. Now, when I do the show here, there's so much redundancy. Everything is backed up. We got the video it's going straight to YouTube, but it's also recording to my hard drive. It's also, the audio is recording to my hard drive because it's going out to all WNY at the same time. Everything is like so redundant and just, we're never going to lose anything in this that is done live on air in this studio. But unfortunately, we lost that entire fucking Warped Tour broadcast, which was like 8 hours long. We had, Ryan made up some games. Karina made up some games. We just were playing games. Like, one was, I don't like to give Ryan a lot of credit for shit. But one of the games Ryan did was like gibberish or Anthony Kiedis lyric. Which I did pretty good at, honestly. I wasn't playing, but I was, guessing along with the contestants when he was playing that. Celebrity, who's taller? Is it Tom Cruise or this other celebrity? That kind of shit. So, fun shit. And I'm sure we could come up with cool shit like that for the Subterranean Music Festival. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit. Right now, we're going to play a song from some friends of mine. And by friends of mine, I mean one of these dudes is in my band. And they're playing Friday night at the Soup of Dissent. Ask a Punk, not me, because I'm in a punk band, but I don't know where this place is. I've never been there. I might try to go Friday though, because listen to this lineup. This is the Digital Bloom Tour. It's Grey Lotus, Sarah Longfield, The Last Regin, Dreadnecks, and Zachary. And of course, I love the Dreadnecks. And my guitar player is in the Long Cold Dark, not the Long Cold Dark, The Last Regin. I got the Long Cold Dark on the brain because my buddy's trying to help me, trying to get me to figure out plans for Boston, where we will undoubtedly see the Long Cold Dark at the Metallica shows out there. So I might have to find out where the Soup is, because I do not know. Actually, is it? Yeah, there is Soup of Dissent. Doors at 7 p.m., show at 8 p.m., $15 at the door, all ages. And this is The Last Regin, and this song is called Terminal Threshold on all WNY. ThinkSoJoE. Why am I on screen? That was the Last Regin on all WNY ThinkSoJoE show. The song called Terminal Threshold. Had a little tech issue at the start of the show, start of the song, and that was also my fault, as was not getting that entire Warped Tour broadcast I was talking about. My fault. Forgot to switch this to podcast instead of teleprompter. Oops. Oh well, it's fixed now. Earlier in the show, we were talking about the punk rock prom, and I was talking about, it was sick. Go see him Friday night at the Soup. We were talking about Mohawk Place. We were talking about punk rock prom. We were talking about the sponsored ad and how I did not, I intentionally did not include any references to moshing in the sponsored ad because of the incident that had happened last month at Mohawk with the band Trophy Eyes. The guy jumped off the stage at Mohawk because, yeah, that seems like a good fucking thing to do when there's signs posted saying don't fucking jump off the stage. But there was an update on Bird that just came out on Monday, and I didn't know what email it went to. So, a wall of death is one thing, all right? Like, they don't frown on moshing per se. They don't want you crowd surfing. They don't want you stage diving. And there's a good reason for that. And obviously, I got it right here. There's a GoFundMe. They've reached $80,047 of the $100,000 goal for Bird's medical expenses. And there was an update. This comes from Leo. And he says, "We'd like to thank you all for your support in the last few weeks. As you know, Bird had a catastrophic spinal cord injury requiring extensive surgery. Since then, there has been a lot of information circulating that is inaccurate and in some cases far from the truth. We'd like to share updates on her recovery with you. Bird is now medically stable and has entered into the rehabilitation phase of her recovery. The injury left her with the inability to move anything below her neck. With physical and occupational therapy, she has regained some movement in her arms and wrists. She is now able to feel touch on most parts of her body. Bird's progress in just 4 weeks gives us hope, and we feel optimistic about her recovery. Spinal cord injuries require a lot of work and patience, and the first year is critical. But Bird is tenacious and fierce. She works hard every day and looks forward to leaving the rehabilitation unit to continue her recovery at home. She is grateful for all the support, kind messages of encouragement, and visits." So, she's doing better. Still probably really touch and go at this point, but she's doing better. And, we're still hoping for a full recovery for her. And this is, rules are in play. I don't mean this is going to be the least fucking punk rock thing I will ever say on this show. But rules are in place for a reason. Most rules. There's a lot of dumbass fucking rules. But rules about, safety fucking rules are in place for a fucking reason. Like Mohawk is not saying don't dive off the stage because we don't want you to have fun. Mohawk's saying don't dive off the stage because it's a fucking liability and somebody's gonna get fucking hurt. Which is exactly what happened when this idiot from Trophy Eyes jumped off the fucking stage and landed on this poor fucking girl who's now, she's been in the hospital for 4 fucking weeks. She can't move her, she can move her arms a little bit. Promising, yes, but she shouldn't be in this condition in the first place. If this dude would have fucking paid attention and not fucking, and again, that's probably the least punk rock thing I'm ever gonna fucking say on this show. Is that rule is there for fucking safety, not just your own safety. Because first of all, what if this girl wasn't standing there? What if nobody was standing there? This fucking guy, from what I heard, he did a fucking backwards trust fall. What if nobody caught his fucking ass? And he lands smack dab on the fucking concrete at Mohawk Place. I walked into that venue. What was it, like? It was Tuesday night that happened, I think. Maybe Wednesday, I don't know. But I walked into that venue that Saturday night. And I looked at that stage, and I looked at that floor, And I said, who the fuck is dumb enough to do this? Even if it wasn't a written rule, which it is, who the fuck is dumb enough to do this shit, right? Anybody who's playing that drinking game from a couple of weeks ago is probably sloshed by now. But anyway, I digress. It's just, you know, I get, like, you're in a band. It's cool. You know, you stage dive at all your fucking shows. There was a report that came out from Matt at 1120 Press shortly after all this happened, where he pointed out that this same band had a fan on their Facebook page saying, yo, you guys opened for this band we wanted to really see, but we had to get away from the stage because you guys did not make us feel safe. Right. I mean, I don't know anything about this fucking Trophy Eyes band. I don't know how big this dude is. I honestly don't. I don't know if he's like our size, if he's John's size. I don't know. I have no idea. But all I know is my fat ass is not fucking diving backwards or even trust falling. I guess he didn't, you know, I guess dive is probably not the right word because my understanding is he did like a trust fall. That's the last thing I'd want to see coming at me at 6 foot, one guy that's 230 pounds just barreling. Yeah, exactly. Dude, I walked into that venue. Last stage dive I did was at the Continental a long time ago. I dove, and for the first time ever, the crowd parted like the Red fucking sea, and I hit my fucking ass on the floor. It hurt like fuck. I never dove again. Yeah, I've never stage dived in my life. Back in the day, I used to crowd surf. I used to be skinny. I used to be like John size. So I used to, you know, there was no fucking problem with me crowd surfing. Now I'm over 200 pounds. Fuck that shit. And also, like, I know how inconvenient it is to have crowd surfers dropped on your head. I was just telling somebody the story the other day of the Molson Canadian Snow Jam, and I'm sure I've told this story on the show before, of the Molson Canadian Snow Jam down at the Erie Basin Marina. During Real Big Fish's set, I got kicked in the head by a crowd surfer. And Maximo's got to go cut the grass like a big boy. I get kicked in the head by a crowd surfer, and I get on the bus to go home to Niagara Falls, because I was living in Niagara Falls at the time. Get on the bus to go home, and I'm like, I just want to fucking nap, because I just got kicked in the head. Probably a terrible idea, right? In retrospect, probably a terrible idea. Well, the thing is, like, there was a little girl on the bus, and she was singing Alicia Keys' Fallen at the top of her lungs, and I will never forget this. Singing this song and kept me awake, and quite frankly, probably saved my fucking life. Because I probably had a concussion. I'm not a big fan of crowd surfers. But I don't hate them. I'll never tell them to stop doing it. I'll never be like, oh no, crowd surfing is bad. Because I used to fucking do it. I get it. It's a thrill, man. It's a rush. But like, as the guy who's got to push your ass over the guardrail, yeah, I'm getting more fucked up than you're getting dropped on the fucking grass at fucking LaSalle Park, you know, wherever. But I mean, like at the Continental, yeah, that would fucking hurt. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just you know, I don't want to tell anybody no, don't have fun at shows, because that's what you're at the fucking show for, is to have fun. But you know, there's etiquette to this shit. And I don't want to use Bird's situation to promote my fucking single that came out shortly before it all happened, but I have a single out. It's called Navigating the Maelstrom, A Guide to Mosh Pit Etiquette, where I literally, for 3 minutes, give a speech on the etiquette of being in a fucking mosh pit. We've talked about this on the show for years. Mosh pit etiquette. It's been a thing for years. There's an episode back in the vault back in the archives, it's when Brian was still with us and he was hosting the show. We had EJ Kaiser from Final Decline on, and we're talking about mosh pit etiquette. And Brian's telling this story of he went to an Avenged Sevenfold show at Darien Lake, and this guy's got steel-toe boots on, and he's fucking kicking people. And Brian went to the security guard. He's like, yo, you got to do something about this guy. And the security guard goes, oh, no, you knew what to expect coming to this kind of show. You know what I mean? And I use the analogy of, I think Evander Kane was still on the Sabres at the time. So I use the analogy of, yeah, when I go to a Sabres game, I have a reasonable expectation of a puck flying out into the stands and hitting me too. What I don't have is a reasonable expectation that Evander Kane is taking a slap shot directly at my head. There's a difference between you knew what you were getting into a mosh pit, and you knew what you were getting into when there's a guy being a fucking asshole and kicking kids with steel-toe boots in a fucking mosh pit. That's not what you signed up for. You know what I mean? So have fun at shows. Have fun responsibly at shows. And if the venue says don't fucking stage dive, as we see, don't fucking stage dive. And why anybody looks at that fucking stage at Mohawk Place and that floor at Mohawk Place, because you got to think the guy looked before he fucking got up on stage, right? When he got to the venue, he said, oh, yeah, I could jump off that. Why would you do that? This is why I need a co-host, because I really needed that drink right there, and then there was dead air on the All WNY broadcast. You guys saw me drinking a Pepsi on the YouTube and Facebook and all that feed, but yeah, you know, have fun. Be responsible. Don't fucking hurt people. Don't go into something with the intent to hurt people. And I'm not saying that the guy from Trophy Eyes went into that like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do today? I'm gonna break some girl's neck. No, but you have a responsibility to be fucking safe when you are the fucking performer. Assholes with studded wristbands and steel toes. It's hard to police the pit. Assholes still show up, and they either think it's about violence or they just want to start violence. Exactly. That's the problem. Yeah, it's about releasing some aggression, sure. Sure, that's what it is. But it is not about fucking hurting people, man. If you're going into a mosh pit to hurt people, there is something the fuck wrong with you, and you need to be, like, kicked out of the show at the very least. If you walk into a show, you're wearing a steel toe boots and you're kicking people in the fucking mosh pit. No, don't fucking do that. That's why I have a fucking song. That's why when I was writing this song, I was like, you know what, I want to do a voiceover on this song. And what do I want to do it about? And I said, I'm going to do this voiceover about mosh pit etiquette. And I had AI write the fucking lyrics for me. I changed them up very slightly because I didn't like the term mosher warriors, which was used a couple of times in it. So I changed a little bit, but for the most part, it was like, oh, yeah, this is spot on. So I'm going to do this. This is exactly the lyrics to the song. Yeah, you don't get into the pit to hurt people. And again, this is not in reference to Trophy Ice. I truly believe, given the aftermath of the situation, I truly believe that this guy did not get up on stage and say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jump on that little girl right there, and I'm going to crush her and break her neck and ruin her fucking life. I honestly believe that he had no ill intentions. He's just like, we do this every show, so we're still going to do it here, even though they told us not to. Right? And you know, to his credit, he went in the ambulance with her. Trophy Eyes donated $5,000 to this GoFundMe. So, yeah, I truly believe he had no ill intent. So I'm not speaking about him when I'm talking about people getting into pits and intentionally hurting people. I just think it's so fucking dumb. You know? Like, if you're getting into the pit because you want to beat people up, those are future cops right there, man. Those are the people that end up joining the police force because they want to beat up on people and you know, make it so we're all sitting here saying all cops are bastards, right? Like, if you intend to hurt people in general, you're a fucking asshole. But if you're going into a mosh pit, steel-toe boots on, with the intent to kick people, fuck you. You know? It's fucking bullshit, man. Don't fucking hurt people. How hard of a concept is this? And not even in concerts, just in general. Don't fucking hurt people. How hard of a concept? That is the one fucking thing I will judge you for, is if you fucking hurt people. Don't hurt people. And again, this is a long-standing topic on the ThinkSoJoE show. This is a topic that goes all the way back to Brian, when Brian was sitting in this co-host chair. And it comes up every once in a while. And I still get just as angry about it, because it's not hard to not hurt people. I mean, I can't understand the mindset of, hey, you know, I hope you guys will know what I'm talking about when I say this, but the Real Big Fish song, "Thank You for Not Moshing," is just the perfect example of the mentality I'm talking about. Because it's spoken from the perspective of a guy who's getting in the pit with the intention of, you know, gonna kick some little girls tonight. Look out, there's going to be a fight. I left out a word there because we don't use that word on this show. But you know, it's from that perspective, so it's, you know, understandable why that term was used in the song. But it's exhausting to talk about this shit because it keeps coming up. And every so often we get an example of why it keeps coming up. And this great subject, people who do this shit ignore the rules, and other than ganging up on them and taking care of our own, how do we rid the scene of these cretins? This has been a problem for ages. Yeah, exactly. It's terrible, man. It's just, I don't like to see people get hurt. And then the other thing is, if somebody falls, pick them the fuck up. Long-standing rule in punk rock. Somebody falls, pick them up. I've seen pits where people get knocked down and people don't help them back up. I rush in and fucking lend a hand. Because it's fucking bullshit, you know what I mean? Like, you know.
The star is here.
The star is here?
Yeah.
The star's been here for the last hour. I don't know who the fuck you think you are. We're using this mic today, so yeah, you don't need to clip a mic on.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What'd I miss? What's up, buddy?
Whole ass conversation about mosh pit etiquette. Whole ass conversation about mosh pit etiquette. Whole ass conversation about me winning punk rock prom king. And move this over a little so I can get you in the shot. There we go. All right.
My jacket came in.
Your jacket came in. My hat came in. My hat's in the shot, actually, now. It was behind me. Yeah, no, we've been having a great discussion about mosh pit etiquette. We were talking. We gave an update on Bird.
Yeah.
The young lady who was.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hurt in that incident in Mohawk.
How's she doing?
She is able to move her wrists and arms a little bit.
That's good.
So she's. They said she's got. She's able to feel touch on most parts of her body.
Okay.
So they're very hopeful that she's gonna be okay.
Oh, I'm trying to calm down.
Yeah, that would be an idea. Yeah. So yeah, that's been kind of the discussion that's been going on. Is just mosh pit etiquette and don't fucking hurt people in general.
Yeah.
You and I, we went to the Teenage Bottle Rocket show, and we're sitting here saying don't hurt people. We went to a Teenage Bottle Rocket show, but that's besides the point. That we saw two dudes get into a fight, and as soon as the one guy hit the floor, I went to help him up. I didn't even know it was a fight. You saw it was a fight.
Yeah.
And I actually saw the other guy.
It was the day after Music is Art.
Yeah, and then I saw the other guy's friend at the Everclear show 2 nights after that.
That was at the U show.
And the guy was like, oh yeah, that was my friend, and they got in a fight over this, that, or the other thing. All right, well, I helped the other guy up because I thought he just got knocked down in the pit. Like,
yeah,
it is what it is. What it is. So,
I had a good drum lesson.
Good.
Gonna try some funk beats.
Funk beats, yeah.
He's teaching me funk beats.
You might have to speak up. That noise gate's killing you.
He's teaching me funk beats, and then some jazz. So we'll be learning a lot of that. Then we can put it in our music.
Yeah, okay, cool. Get those influences in. I like it.
He's a good teacher.
Yeah. John's getting lessons. Can I tell him who you're getting lessons from? He's getting lessons from Josh, from Grosh.
Yes.
So,
yes, I am.
Who is one of the drummers that we're always like, oh man, you should play like him.
I was gonna. He told me to get. He used to a metronome.
Yeah.
And I gotta learn how to count. So.
John doesn't know how to count. Did you bring your book?
What book?
Your book that you had homework.
Oh.
John forgot his book. That's okay.
I'm busy. I'm a busy guy.
He is a busy guy. I'll give him that.
I'm never home. Only at night for a little bit.
That's true. That's true. That's true. You're never fucking home.
I'm never home.
You're either at work or you're
work.
You're
which I'm in 2 bands, so
you're either at work, you're at band practice, or you're being told you rule in the Burger King drive-thru. Because nobody's going to tell you rule after... Oh, shit, yeah, that's right. Never mind.
Well, it's already out.
I was thinking of somebody else. Sorry. Didn't mean to blow up your spot like that.
Well, we've been hanging out a lot.
We have. I left a Pepsi bottle in your car last week.
I got yelled at. She didn't believe me.
So, and you're telling me on the phone that she didn't believe you. So I had to go in the Discord and just be like, yo, that was my Pepsi bottle. I left it in the car. I'm sorry.
If I'm drinking Pepsi, it's got to be with sugar.
0 sugar. That's how you know it was mine, because it was 0 sugar. I realized after you dropped me off, I'm like, oh, fuck, I left that in the car. John's going to get yelled at. And John got yelled at.
Mm-hmm.
So
he yelled at.
Yeah.
I'm used to it.
Yeah. Well, you said you were cutting all that stuff out, so...
Yes.
I have not heard you go through the Burger King drive-thru at all this week.
No,
yet.
I bet you eat it at home.
I've also, cut you off on the phone a bunch of times, because I'm like, dude, I'm going to throw some hot dogs on the grill, man. I'm gonna go eat, man. I'll talk to you later.
He really doesn't know what they're hands over me. I'm at the store. Yes, the store. I'm at the store. I'm not at Burger King. I'm at the store.
Isn't that what you tried to tell Jill when you tried to explain why you had a Wendy's bag in your car? Is that you got it at the store?
Yeah. She looks at me like, yeah, okay, sure.
Can I tell them about the song we made up about you and your food and your...
Yeah, go ahead.
And she found the Pepsi bottle.
Wasn't me.
Saw the Wendy's bag on the floor.
Wasn't me.
Even called me at McDonald's.
Wasn't me.
Anyway.
We could go all day.
We could, but we have a show to shows to talk about. And this one is speaking of Ryan Gurnett, I was talking about him earlier. He's putting on a show at Milky's on Friday night. Struggling Productions and Milky's Elmwood Lounge are proud to bring you a great local rock show featuring performances by 3QD, Pretty Good State University, who we fucking love. Those guys are amazing. Goodbye Metro and Hooked on Cassiophonics. It's $10 at the door, 21 plus with ID. Doors at 8, music at 9. And I'm going to play a band we haven't played on this show before. And this is 3QD, and I couldn't even tag them in the Facebook post in the first place. I had to actually, after I posted the Facebook post, I went and followed their page, and then it let me tag them.
Oh, really?
Because I've never interacted with them ever before, but they're playing on this show tonight, and I thought they sounded pretty cool. They had... This is a different version than what's on their SoundCloud, but it's the same song, so I'm hoping we're good here. But this is the song by 3QD. It's called You Lost Me on All WNY. ThinkSoJoE Show. That was 3QD on all WNY Think So Joe Show. Hey, look who's in the chat. It's
hey,
Nick.
what's up?
Hey,
What's up,
Nick.
man? We miss you. We haven't seen you.
We haven't seen him. No, he could have came over and co-hosted for the first hour if he wanted to.
We're practicing tomorrow.
Practicing tomorrow. Yes. 1 month close. I said this to somebody earlier. It is like 200 and something days till Christmas. Spooky, scary skeletons. It is. Hey Google, how many days until Christmas?
Christmas in the United States of America is in 203 days.
203 days.
Google, Google, who's gonna win prom king?
Nick says he's working. He just called an old lady racist.
Oh, okay. What's up?
Watermelons are summer pumpkins. Hello, John. Way to join late. She was here earlier, and she asked where you were.
Drum lessons.
I told her you were at drum lessons, that you would be here.
Yes.
Actually, I never even checked that fucking door to make sure it was closed.
Oh.
It sounded like it, but I don't know if we did. I'm gonna go check this door.
They look like they were enjoying the
Air conditioner.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They're so
It's fucking
lazy.
humid, dude. Humid.
Yeah, it still is.
I know. Yeah, this is
What's
close.
up, everybody?
Yeah, it's close. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this open so we're getting the air from the bedroom, but it's fucking humid
it's
out there
horrible.
today, dude. Like, I don't know how you
I
worked all
worked
day.
out there the whole day.
I don't know how you worked all day. I literally walked to Tops and back, and I was dying.
Like I said, like 5 water bottles. I was still out of it.
And then I sat on
And
the
I
porch.
got eaten alive out there.
I was dying out there. I sat on the porch. I made some hot dogs. I'm sitting down to eat, and I'm like, I don't know if it was a bee or a mosquito or what, but there was something flying right near me. So I'm like, fuck this. I'm going in the house.
We took a lot of breaks.
I bet,
yeah.
man. Dude, it was nuts out there today. I never took my pillow off my chair, so I've been sitting here. Anyway. Dad, who's your biggest TV or celeb crush? Ooh. I don't know. That usually, it fluctuates, honestly.
I love how you have your picture on your wall. On your door.
On my door? Yeah.
it's right on it.
This way? This way. Think so, Joe Digital Media. Can't get the right angle here. There we go.
Gotta get my face on there.
Get your face. But this is the digital media. I think so, Joe Digital Media office. So that's got to have my face on it. It's also on the screen up there.
Rose, you gotta have Elmo.
Elmo.
We're bringing it.
I drew you a picture of Elmo.
Yes. He'll drop cases, but if you don't put them on the door, the case goes back up. He's gonna take you to court.
John, who's your biggest TV celebrity
Ooh.
crush? That's a hard fucking question, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. Like TV show. Let's see.
I mean, just TV show celebrities. So it could be like a pro wrestler, it could be a musician, like
Could be anybody.
could be anybody famous. That's what makes it so hard. Because like, man, like it fluctuates. Depends who's on fucking TV right now. Like if I'm watching wrestling, it's like, ooh, okay, what the fuck's her name? She was chasing Lyra Valkyria around on NXT. Tatum Paxley, like, yeah, there's Tatum Paxley, like, let's go.
I don't know. I guess a wrestler.
Anybody.
Ooh,
Name a few. So they're mostly gonna be wrestlers because I don't fucking watch TV or movies. So I don't fucking know any actresses or nothing. So
say Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan, yeah, she's you're little jealous of Dom down there. All right,
Dirty Dom. He's a lucky guy.
Yeah. I mean, Rhea's got to be up there.
Oh yeah.
Rhea Ripley.
She reminds me a lot of China.
Yeah. Except she China got a lot of comparisons back then of like she looks like she looks like a man, right? Like Rhea doesn't get that.
No.
Like she's ripped. But
She does look like the singer from Most Muslim White.
Dude, when he came out to sing her to the ring at WrestleMania,
Yeah.
I'm like, is she singing her own theme song? Like, oh no, that's actually Chris Motionless. Like,
Yeah, and they've been compared. She even says that. It looked like.
yeah.
So she picked that band to do it.
Biggest music industry crush. Okay.
I'm gonna say the singer from Paramore. I had a big crush on her.
Oh yeah, Haley's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Batgirl. Taylor Momsen.
Okay. What's up?
Taylor Momsen, Pretty Reckless. She's going by Batgirl now.
Show ring.
Did you see what happened to Taylor?
Nah.
Taylor Momsen from the Pretty Reckless. Stephanie says Tay, as in Taylor Swift.
Tay.
But so she's on Pretty Reckless are on tour right now with AC/DC in Europe, and she's playing. They're playing this big outdoor venue, right? And she's playing this song, and like everybody starts pointing at her leg, and she's like, what are you guys pointing at? Like, because they're yelling something at her, but it's in their native language, so she doesn't know what the fuck they're saying. So they're saying whatever the fuck they're saying, and what they were saying in their language was bat. She had a bat land on her leg.
Oh shit.
And was just like on her leg. She didn't even notice.
Oh shit.
So so they like some stagehands came out and helped her get the bat off her leg, and it flies away. And so on social media, she's been hashtagging everything as hashtag Batgirl.
Mm-hmm.
So
I gotta tell you what happened at work. Oh, so I was digging, right?
yeah,
And then I saw something move, so I stopped.
yeah.
Whatever it was, because I was using the shovel. I dropped the shovel. It was a toad.
Oh.
Big toad. I picked him up and put him safely into the water.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I didn't want to kill him. I would have felt bad.
Did you guys know John is Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I'm not supposed to tell him, man.
Oh, they don't.
No. No, I'm not. I'm not.
We're not supposed to tell him that, because then Casey Jones will come after you.
Nick Lucido?
Next time Nick Lucido's here, you guys are gonna just have an epic battle. But yeah, this fucking bat just flies up, fucking lands on her leg, and she's just like, she's getting all these. She's posting about how bad rabies shots suck. So I can imagine. But yeah, they were in like Germany or some shit, and she got her fucking. Yeah, bat fucking landed on her leg, and everybody's like yelling in whatever fucking language, like German or whatever. They're yelling bat, but she can't understand them because they're yelling it in German. She's like, you guys are pointing, you're saying something, I don't know what's going on. And she says, oh.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, I mean, fucking Ozzy. Oh my god, Ozzy Osbourne bit Kenny's head off. You bastard. John won't go with me to the South Park sing-along.
No.
John doesn't like South Park on account of he's a ginger. And he has no soul. So if anybody wants to go with me to see the South Park sing-along, just please be prepared for me to be singing every fucking song on that whole thing, because I fucking love that movie. It's my favorite musical. It is. I have the whole ass box set, 20th anniversary box set right over here.
You seen the Ginger song?
That's not in the movie.
Huh?
It's not in the movie.
Hey, it's one of their fucking songs.
But it's not in the movie.
I don't give a shit.
I want to go to the movie sing along. They're gonna be singing the songs in the movie. That song's not in the movie. No, the movie. Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. You know.
When I saw their movie, Basketball
yeah.
Yeah, that was okay.
Trey Parker and Matt Stone and Real Big Fish were in it doing Take on Me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that a couple of times. I've only seen it a couple of times, but like,
yeah,
it's good.
it's a good movie.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was yeah, they announced this a couple of months ago, and I was like, who wants to go with me? And John's like, not me. I'm like, I know, not you. I'm gonna find somebody to go. I'll just fucking go myself. Just have a blast. It's just up there like, what would Brian Boitano do if he were here right now? I'm sure he'd kick an arse or two. That's what Brian Boitano would do. Absolutely my favorite fucking musical ever.
Did Brian like it, the show?
I don't know. I don't think Brian and I ever really talked about South Park. South Park is like one of those shows that like you like and you know everybody else likes, but you just don't talk about?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Steph hates South Park. She's with you.
All right.
I don't know. South Park, Bigger, Longer, Uncut. Best fucking movie musical ever. It's gonna be me, like, the day after, like, yes, I saw the South Park movie. Who wants to touch me? I said, who wants to fucking touch me?
So I learned something about my snare drum. So I explained to Josh what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah?
If you can has a little bounce to it,
Uh-huh.
then it's perfectly on there. But if it's really too tight and it doesn't have a bounce on it, then that would break it.
So John's been drumming for how many years now?
20.
John's been drumming for 20 years, and it took both of us and a YouTube video to figure out how to put his snare on.
Yes, because I usually have somebody do it for me.
Not sponsored. I don't
Not
have that
sponsored.
button anymore to put the not sponsored in the chat. I think I don't even have like that. Like it disconnected somehow, and now I don't even think I have it on there.
He told me he would, if I bring it into him, he'll fix it. John
was mad that Joe made a joke and John beat it up.
I beat it up.
You beat what? Oh, what? Oh, the fucking snare drum. Yeah, yeah, because it broke when I was doing the fucking.
I know why it broke, because there was
How long can you last bit?
two screws on there were loose, so there might be a problem inside.
John is like 20 barely. How? John's the oldest guy in the band. Didn't you know that?
Bullshit! Don't start with that shit.
I don't know, man.
I started late. I started drumming when I was like 16.
That guy in the chat a couple of weeks ago, man.
You're not 32.
Yeah, he said you were 38
You're
and I was 32.
32,000 years old.
Nah, I'm 32, man.
No,
I'll take
you're
it.
not.
Hey,
That's bullshit.
Listen. That was the oldest I got told I looked that week. Because earlier that week, some girl at 7-Eleven said I was 20.
I told you to call me. I would have came right down there and set her straight. Listen, honey, he is 40,000 years old, okay? He's been around since the Renaissance.
She's
since
just
the dinosaurs were alive. Okay? He's one of the first people on Earth.
They're joking about her age because the store clerk said something about like underage drinking or whatever, right? So she must have been like the guy working, and they're joking, and she's like, "Yo, I'm 21." She goes, "No, wait, I'm 22." He goes, "Oh yeah, the cops are gonna believe you. You don't even know your own age." I said, "Yo, when you get to my age, you never get your age right when you're telling people your age." And she goes, "Dude, you 20." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I'll take it."
Girl, you're wrong. You're smoking something.
I will take it.
Is that Tigger?
No, that's not Tigger. Show them the picture you just thought was Tigger.
I don't know. It's like a tiger.
John, a little closer to here. Let me see. We'll do this. John said that this right here
Okay.
is Tigger.
Is it a dude from the cereal box?
It's not a dude from a cereal box. It is not Tony the Tiger.
Great.
Maximo is back. He left right before you got here. But
Yeah, what's up, bro? You going golfing soon?
so anybody that saw that picture, no, that's not Family Circus either. Children. You guys don't know the
Children.
children. If that isn't Tigger, you guys don't know Hobbs from Calvin and Hobbes? Come on.
No, what the hell is that?
You don't know Calvin and Hobbes?
No.
What are you, like 5?
Yes.
Okay.
If I shave,
Hence why I sent you home with a coloring book last week that you didn't bring back.
I was working on it. I had to count. Teeth.
That's Hobbes from Calvin and Hobbes, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't watch the show.
It wasn't a show, it was a comic.
I know. I don't read comics.
That's
I
right,
don't
John
read.
can't read. That's right. That's fair. John can't read, so why would he know?
How would I know that?
Why would he know who Hobbes is? No, there's a drawing of Tigger somewhere out in the hallway, I think. But no, that's Hobbes. It's not my best work.
You know, draw a little cereal box. You give me great.
No. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
after I gave you that book last week and sent you home with some colored pencils, I was like, where the fuck are my colored pencils? So I found them. And I was like, I'm gonna draw. So I just took a day and I just put on vinyl and I fucking drew a few pictures. I drew Elmo for you. Then I drew Cosmo from the Fairly Odd Parents, which is on the floor. It's probably under your foot right now. It's right next to your foot. Because I never picked it up. And then I drew Hobbs. Well, there's Cosmo. By the way, if anybody is jealous of my Nickelodeon collection of vinyl, where I have the Ren and Stimpy and the Doug vinyl, they don't have the full Nicktoons album, but Doug, Ren and Stimpy, and Hey Arnold, the repress is happening Friday at enjoytheriderecords.com. Those will be released Friday at noon, limited quantities. So if you're looking for those, I know what John's looking for.
I can't wait yet.
If you're looking for those records, they will be available Friday at noon on enjoytheriderecords.com. So just a heads up, because I grabbed those on the first time they came around, and they Enjoy the Ride has told me that first of all, Maximo says, John, we can golf sometime next week. I'm feeling better. Just need a few more days of fucking allergies and bloody noses and shit.
Okay.
And Nick says, oh,
Glad you're feeling better, though.
Oh, yo, killer, fill the blank. Okay.
Oh, yo, killer, fill the blank.
Anyway. But yes, if anybody is... like, I got that Nicktoons one when they first pressed it, and they've told me they're never pressing that one again. But if you want the Ren and Stimpy soundtrack, the Doug soundtrack, or the Hey Arnold soundtrack, all three of those will be available for a limited run Friday at noon. Yes, Killer Tofu. Oh, okay, I owe you Killer Tofu. All right. Yes, I have that on vinyl.
Killer Tofu.
Ooh, Killer Tofu. I have the... It's right here. I can't get to it. There's other shit on top of it. I have the full Nickelodeon series of Doug on DVD right over here, too. Speaking of DVDs.
I love Doug. I was listening to that show.
Speaking of DVDs.
Oh, yeah. I still have them.
I loaned John some DVDs when his cable was out a month or two ago, and he's like, yeah, I'll bring it back to you Friday. I'll bring it back to you next time I see you. I'll bring it back to you next time.
I have like a bowl that belongs to Nick, and I still haven't given it back to him yet. But it's clean. I'll get it back to you tomorrow.
John is terrible about repaying things. Like,
Money?
like, he's like, yeah, I'll give you some money on Friday, and then Friday comes.
My
I don't
head's
say
everywhere.
I didn't say shit about it on Friday. I mentioned it to you on Saturday. He says, yeah, I'll get it to you Friday. I said, that's what you said last week. He said, no, I meant next Friday.
I get in dementia. I really am. Because when I go to work, okay, I got to go back upstairs. Forgot my phone. Come back down. Oh, I forgot my keys. Go back down. Oh, I forgot my bag.
I left the house without my keys, or without my phone today. I immediately realized it. I was like 2 houses down, and I just turned right back around and came back, grabbed my phone.
Well, today was funny, too. I went downstairs. It's like, oh, I'm ready to go to work. Wait, I forgot my pants.
Joe, I was listening to you guys while I showered after the grass. When and where is this South Park sing-along? It's later this month. It's in theaters. There's a Sunday night one and a Wednesday night one. Obviously, I'm trying to go to the Sunday night one because not sacrificing the podcast to go. But I imagine Walden will have it because it's like the same like events company that put on the Clerks 3 that
I can't watch
Fandium or whatever. I know you won't go. I understand that. So.
Oh, the Clerks movie.
Where am I on the list? I kind of gave up on that list a while ago. She's talking about the list of movies.
The movie list?
The movie list.
Yeah, you gave up on that.
Yeah, I kind of stopped doing that a while ago. I did watch... Fuck yeah, let's go. I did watch a Disney movie, one of the Pixar movies, like the last Pixar movie on the list that I hadn't seen, which was Coco.
Coco, okay.
That's a good movie. It was really good.
I heard good things about it.
Yeah. I have a bunch of the movies like download, like they're in my Vudu account. I just haven't gotten around to watch them. In fact, I bought 2001: A Space Odyssey last week, a couple of weeks ago, because it came up as free, and then they were like, "Oh no, we had the wrong price. Sorry," and they removed it from my fucking account. Like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, you win, Steph. I kind of have not had time to watch movies. I've been like not even watching YouTube lately. Like, I've got a list of YouTube videos. Like, one of my favorite YouTubers puts out a video every Wednesday. I haven't watched this shit in like 3 weeks. I was catching up last night. Because I don't have time to watch like 10-minute YouTube videos, let alone 3-hour movies. So yeah, you win. I will get back to that eventually. Just I have not been paying much attention to it, honestly. So
Yeah.
But yeah, no. But yeah, no, I the movies I watched were pretty good off that list. So I mean, like there's what was the one? Fuck, what's that movie called? It's the one where the famous scene is "You talking to me? You talking to me?" You know what movie I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You talking to me?
Yeah. What movie is that? Yeah. Somebody in the chat will tell us, I'm sure.
It wasn't Good Guys, was it?
No. It was fuck, what movie was that?
Scarface.
No, that wasn't Scarface.
Was it Scarface?
No. The foreign movies are so good, Steph says. It was not Scarface.
You must be talking to me.
No, yeah, you talking to me? You talking to me?
You know one of the mob movies?
Taxi Driver. Thank you, Jazzy.
Driver.
Taxi Driver. So I watched Taxi Driver. Like, that was one of
I thought it was Casino.
I watched that movie. I watched it a long time ago. I think. So I watched that, and it was just like, there's nothing fucking happening in this movie until the end, and then like all the good shit happens in like one fucking scene, and it's like, oh, that's why this is on that list. It's actually a really good fucking movie. But yes, Taxi Driver. Taxi Driver was the name of that movie. Very like nothing fucking happens in that movie for like 2 fucking hours, and then everything happens at once, and then nothing happens again. So it's like oh, but like that whole scene, like everything in the movie built up to that scene, and like the after was like, this is what happened after, but like that one scene is why that movie's on the fucking list, and it deserves to be on the list. I'm not saying it's a bad movie at all, just nothing fucking happens in that movie. There was another one. It's Charlie Sheen in Vietnam. And I remember I was watching that one, and Steph was watching something else.
Charlie Sheen, he was in that
We're gonna look this one up during the song break, because
Yeah.
we gotta get to a song break, but no, we're not gonna talk about that one. Yeah, we've been talking about that one all show, but we're actually gonna go out of order this time. We usually do like chronological order for these shows, but because I want to do recency bias, we're gonna save the other one for the last. But coming up Monday at the Rec Room is the Bunny the Bear. And they are with special guests Stand Abandoned, Loveboxx, and Wasted Reject. Sam was in the chat earlier. I haven't seen him in a minute, but yeah, Sam's playing Monday
What's the clown here?
at the Rec. No.
Okay, good.
But yeah, Sam's playing Monday at the Rec Room, but he's playing with my old high school buddy Mary, and her husband, and my buddy Seth, and they're all in the band Loveboxx. And we're going to play some Loveboxx right now. This song is called Anxiety on All WNY. ThinkSoJoE Show. Loveboxx on all WNY ThinkSoJoE show. Song called Anxiety. Those are you can't hear?
No. I was just making sure I had them right.
Oh yeah, okay. Your wire on your headphones is gonna be on the side of the desk that you're on.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I set them up that way. You were asking me the other day. We got you those. We got you that headset.
Yeah.
And you really liked that, and we were talking about headphones, and you were like, "How much you pay for those ones in the studio?" I'm like, $150 each.
I mean, the ones I have now, I mean, they're good quality for like
for
how
$30.
much they were.
Yeah, for
They're
$30.
not that loud, but I can still hear people talk to me.
No, I always say like it's gonna be like from like 0 to 100, shit gets better. Once you hit 100 though, like there's no fucking point of spending more than $100 on headphones.
And if
Like
I'm driving,
the what do you call it? Diminishing returns, right?
yeah.
Like,
I usually talk to you when I'm driving sometimes, but I'll have the headset on, so it's easier for me.
yeah, John will call me on his way home from wherever he's at.
Yeah, what's up?
He'll call me from wherever he's at, and he'll be like, hold on a second, and then I'll just hear, "Welcome to Burger King, where you rule." How many times last week?
I didn't go to Burger King.
Oh no, you didn't go to Burger King
No,
at all
I went
last
to
week.
the store where you
Sure.
rule.
Yeah, okay. Platoon, by the way, was the Charlie Sheen movie in Vietnam that I was talking about. So I'm watching that movie, and Steph was watching a different movie, and Steph finishes watching whatever movie she's watched. She's like, I don't know what to watch, and she sends me her list, and I see that Forrest Gump is not crossed off, and I'm like, you've never seen Forrest Gump? She says, no. So I'm still watching Platoon. Actually, no, what happened was I'm watching Platoon, and I'm like, this is like the Vietnam scenes. This is like a 2-hour version of the Vietnam scenes in Forrest Gump, just without the kick-ass soundtrack. And then, like, suddenly there's, like, some, 60s rock kicks on, Southern rock. I'm like, oh, okay, there's the kick-ass soundtrack, right? It was CCR, I think, plays on it. But she's like, I've never seen Forrest Gump. I'm like, what do you mean you've never seen Forrest Gump?
Life's a box of chocolates. Never know
So,
what you're gonna get.
so she starts watching Forrest Gump. I finish watching Platoon. I'm like, all right, where are you at in Forrest Gump? And I just, go on Vudu because I have all my shit digital now. So I just go on Vudu and I click on it and I find where she's at. I'm like, I'm gonna watch the rest of the movie with you. Like, Star Wars or Star Trek, John?
I'm gonna go with my instinct, and I'm gonna get a good compliment by Nick, so I'm gonna go with Star Wars.
Yeah, Nick will love you for that. I liked most of the Star Trek movies, but
And the Force be with you.
the original trilogy Star Wars. I gotta go Star Wars, man. I like the Star Trek movies. I never got into like the TV shows. I did watch. They used to have reruns of like Deep Space Nine, or it was Voyager, Star Trek Voyager, and they would be on at like 3:00 in the morning on Fox, and I'd be awake and just fucking doing whatever, and like they'd be in between like episodes of The Simpsons and fucking Married with Children for whatever reason. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'll watch this fucking Star Trek show. And every fucking episode was the exact same plot. Somebody infiltrates the ship. The crew has to find a way to get them off the ship. Exact same plot every fucking time. Now, I've never seen the original Star Trek series. But I have seen the Star Trek movies, which had the original cast from the Star Trek series, and I liked those. I did not see Star Trek 1, and I'll tell you why, is because I saw those as part of a segment we used to have on this show called Joe Knows Jack. You know about this. This was when Brian was still with us, and he was still on the show. He was, it would inevitably, the topic would turn to movies, and he would be like, oh, have you never seen this movie? And I would be like, dude, I don't fucking watch movies. And he's like, well, you're going to do this. You're going to watch this movie. And you're going to... And at one point, it became... He was giving me series of movies to watch. And Star Trek was one of them because I had never seen the movies. And he says, but you're going to start at 2 because the first one is long and boring. Don't watch it. So I never saw the first one, but I've seen all the original Star Trek movies, and I want to say just the first of the new ones, but I'm not sure. It might have been the second as well, but I liked them. They were not bad. But I mean, like, the original Star Wars trilogy. If we cut off all the rest of the Star Wars, because I never watched any of the full disclosure, never fucking paid attention past the first 3. Like, once Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and like everybody's talking about Jar Jar Binks and the fucking Jedi Council and all this bullshit, right? So I know the plot because of the Weird Al song, but I've never seen the movie, and I could easily watch it because it's on fucking Disney Plus, right? So. Go watch the new ones with Chris. I saw the first one with Chris Pine. Mike says it's close, but Star Trek for me. The OG Star Wars movie was fire. Saw it at the old Holiday 6 on Union, and I was like, I was in another world. The OG Star Trek was cool as fuck too. He's watching the Clone Wars right now as he's watching this. That's where he came up with the question. If you did not see Star Wars in 1977 at the theaters, you have never seen the original theatrical release of Star Wars. If you did not see it in 1977, you did not see it as it came out. Because by time they re-released it the next time, because home video wasn't a big thing back then, so you would re-release a movie and you'd have to go back to the theater if you wanted to see it again. By the time they re-released it in like 1978, they had already changed the sound effect in the original movie.
Really?
So if you did not see Star Trek in 1977, Star Wars rather, in 1977, you never seen the original theatrical version. And he's still fucking with it today. So, 1977, man, I feel young now.
You feel young?
I feel young. He saw the movie in 1977.
Oh, shit.
I was -4 at that time.
-4,000.
Well, that would mean I hadn't been born yet if I was -4,000.
You're +4,000.
I was -4 when Star Wars
4,000.
came out.
Don't lie to you guys.
So Mike saw the original Star Wars. He saw it in theaters in its original theatrical run before they changed that one sound effect. So literally, if you did not see it in 1977 at the theater, you didn't see the original Star Wars.
I didn't see it then.
I really I'd seen bits and pieces before the remaster when they released like Phantom Menace and all that. Like I saw bits and pieces, but realistically, my experience with Star Wars is the updated original trilogy.
Yeah.
So like all the new special effects that they put in the early 2000s or late 90s or whatever the fuck it was, right? So yeah, Maximo was born in 2000, so there's that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was in 6th grade.
I had already graduated high school. I was about to start college.
You graduated high school in 1902.
I graduated high school in 1999, and you can ask Mary from Loveboxx, because she also graduated high school in 1999.
That was a clone.
Yeah, okay, sure. So what you're saying is they were making clones of me to put in high school right around the time Attack of the Clones came out.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Class of 2018. Wow.
Yeah. My fucking people are talking about the 25th reunion this year. I didn't go to. I've gone. So we did a 10-year, and I didn't go to that.
God. Yeah, me either.
My friend, my one friend who I'm still friends with to this day was like, "Oh, you should come. You should come. You should come." I'm like, I don't. Why? Why do I want to go? Convince me to go. All the people that I was friends with in high school, I'm still friends with today, or I am in contact with on social media. Why do I need to go see him at a bar?
I graduated.
Then we did a 15, which was like an unofficial thing, right? It was unofficially like, this is our 15-year anniversary.
Yeah.
But a 15-year reunion. But it was at Shorty's in Niagara Falls, when it was right next to where the Social Security office is. And it was like, I went to that, and I'm glad I did, because our class advisor, Miss Muldoon, she passed some years after that, but so I got to see her one last time, and I got to see some friends I hadn't seen in a while. We didn't do shit for 20, and so far I don't know if we're doing shit for 25. So
I graduated in 2007, and I missed,
children.
and 10 years later, they had the 10-year. It was at Honey's, where they closed down. I didn't go to that.
That's what it was. It was Honey's, because Honey's was Shorty's was where Honey's used to be, and Honey's was in the building. But it wasn't Honey's at that point. It was whatever it was after Honey's, because the people who ran Honey's got in some trouble, and so somebody else bought it from them, and so that it wasn't in their name anymore, so they wouldn't lose it. Fuck that reunion shit. Who needs to see the same assholes from time? Yeah,
True. Like that Bony for Soup song.
I wasn't popular in high school, so
Me either. I was a nerd.
I was just quiet.
I was quiet and weird.
I was just quiet, just like today. You wouldn't know. I did this whole first fucking hour by myself for the show today, and then I haven't shut up since. You have barely been able to get a word in edgewise.
I know. I like Garth. You did.
Leadles is here.
Leyland. I won't say it.
I mean, I've outed you about the shit I wasn't supposed to out you about.
I took a picture. I was gonna send it to Leland, but he told me he would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to. I don't know. I forget what you were gonna do to embarrass me.
Oh, it was you buying something that you weren't supposed to be buying.
Somebody.
I was. I took that video. I'm like, yo, you delete those pictures, I'll delete this video.
I can't say it, Leland. I'm sorry. I can't say it. I bet you didn't even delete the video.
I did delete it. You showed me you deleted the pictures. I deleted the video. You were all right, Joe, but John made the show complete. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. There you go. Hey, Mark's here too. Mark just showed up.
Hey, Mark.
Everybody's just showing up. Leland, it's the same shit that's always in my
pockets. Because the star's here.
Yeah, okay.
The guy that's gonna win prom king.
They saw that I did post I was going solo for the first time.
Rule.
You're not gonna fucking win prom king.
Cosmania's running wild, baby.
The only way you're winning prom king is if I can't.
Okay, Macho King.
Ooh, yeah, I got the cape to prove it right over here.
How are you do it?
Got the cape to prove it right over here.
Hey,
yeah.
We are not the cream of the pot. Whatever.
The cream of the crop.
The cream of
Get
the
it
crop.
right. Get it right.
But
I don't know why I went with your dominant head, but
I'm telling you this now. We both don't win, we're rioting. It's gonna be a riot.
Max says he's gonna win. Maximo says he's gonna win. I don't know, man.
It's competition.
Like I said earlier in the show, I am just looking forward to seeing what everybody's wearing. I cannot wait for this.
I'm looking like Seth Rollins.
I cannot wait for this. I'm still highly considering buying suspenders while I still can. I don't have them at the moment, but I'm thinking about it. Michael Keaton's gonna win. Is it because he's back to playing Beetlejuice?
Don't you bring him in here. I swear to fucking God. We don't need him in here. Stop. Shut up. Shut up.
Who, Beetlejuice?
Say it. Shut the fuck up. Don't say that.
I saw the trailer for that, so I saw the trailer.
Me too. It was good. Don't say it again.
We were at the mall the other day. I saw the poster for it. While we were at the mall, while I was waiting for you, I was like, "There's the poster," and right next to it was the poster for Deadpool and Wolverine, which I'm looking forward to. The new trailer looks really good. Yeah, it looked like it might actually be pretty good. So I usually don't like 20 or 30 year later sequels. Like SLC Punk. Did you ever see SLC
Oh, I
Punk too?
fucking love that movie.
But did you see the sequel?
Yes, it sucked.
Yeah, exactly.
It's better than the original.
But like it was so hyped up because they're like, it's going to have it's gonna have some of the original cast. It's the original people who wrote the original script. I'm like, yeah,
all the originals.
It didn't have all the but and they brought. I mean, they didn't bring Bob back to life, but Bob did the narration.
Yeah.
From like beyond the grave. Ooh. Yeah, the sequel sucked.
Because they had who was it? The vocalist.
Fuck, you're right. I forget who.
MGK?
No, it wasn't. Here we go. More shit I gotta look up on the show. Yeah, that sequel sucked. That was shitty.
I wasn't a fan.
Yeah, let me see. Punk's Dead. 2016 film. Yes, I already watched it. Is there a fucking Wikipedia or something? Or Punk's Dead, Wikipedia. Who was in this movie?
Machine Gun Kelly.
Was that who?
Yeah, it was Machine Gun Kelly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna have to take your word for it because he's not mentioned in the thing.
Yeah, it was Machine Gun Kelly.
But yeah, it was they had Bob doing the voiceover and Sean was in it and Trish was in it, and then it was like their fucking kids were the focal point. It was dumb as fuck, man. Yeah, don't watch the sequel, Leland. You don't need to. Leave SLC Punk the way it is, man. Just forget a sequel even exists. SLC Punk's a fucking amazing movie, and I fucking made the mistake of watching it after Brian passed.
Right.
And so just that ending just hits harder now.
I was like 16 when I first seen it.
Yeah. No, it's a great movie. I was probably about 16 when I first saw it. My buddy Sean was into it. And I think he got me to watch it. So I you know what? The first time I ever fucking saw SLC Punk, I checked it out of the Niagara Falls Public Library.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I checked it out of the library. I watched it on DVD.
It was like 2004.
Yeah, no,
we had more hair back then.
We both had more hair back then, that's for sure. So, yeah, no, yeah, it's a fucking amazing movie, man. Just, what's your favorite music movie?
Music movie?
Not a documentary, but like a movie about music.
High School Musical.
High School Musical? He said that without hesitation.
I just don't say it.
He's acting like he's joking, but he said that without hesitation. He's like, High School Musical.
I'm serious.
Yes.
I'm fine.
Seriously, what's your favorite music movie? I watch music movies. I like music movies.
I don't know.
It's one of those things where it like depends on the day, right?
Yeah.
What kind of mood you're in? Like, do I want to watch a comedy? Do I want to watch?
I don't really watch a musical.
Well, I'm not saying musicals. I'm saying movies about music.
Oh.
So I'm saying movies that are like music adjacent. So like shit like Empire Records, High Fidelity, Almost Famous,
Rockstar.
Rockstar's good. Airheads, School of Rock. Leland says School of Rock. I fucking love School of Rock. Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. Airheads is great. Yes.
I didn't really get into Pick of Destiny. I thought it was stupid.
I liked it. I fell asleep watching it. I tried to watch it again not too long ago, but I fell asleep. School of Rock tends to be a go-to. Also, like that movie Metal Lords on Netflix. I have to check that one out. I haven't seen that. Leland says Trolls 3.
Or that Kiss movie. It was
Detroit Rock City?
Yeah.
I think I tried to watch that once. I don't think I got that into it. So try Pick of Destiny after smoking weed.
Ooh.
I like that meme that goes around every now and then about School of Rock, where they're talking about like Jack Black just like being so like the coolest fucking person on the planet.
Yeah.
Where he's like, oh, why don't you want to sing? Oh, I'm fat too. I sing. Like, plus
He's
you have a
got
beautiful
good
voice. Plus you have a beautiful voice, and nobody's gonna pay attention to what you look like. And then the other kid where he's like, "Can I be the stylist?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead, fancy pants." Doesn't even fucking question it. Like, it's just 2 hours of Jack Black being the fucking coolest fucking person on the planet.
I can see his son. He just looks just like him.
Dude, Jack Black is fucking amazing. And in fact, I think one of my favorite music movies, I don't know if it is my favorite, but it is a go-to for me, is High Fidelity, which has Jack Black in it. He plays
Orange
Barry.
County.
I haven't seen Orange County. I had to see that. I almost bought the soundtrack record store day, but I didn't end up grabbing
I always
it.
forget that he was in Goosebumps.
Yeah,
First one.
I think High Fidelity is like high on my fucking list of movies, like just in general.
Hello Shell.
Shallow Hal, yeah, I've seen that.
Hal.
Saw that in theaters actually. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like it's between that, Empire Records, and like Almost Famous. But then if I want to just fucking laugh my ass off, I'm watching Airheads or Wayne's World.
Yeah.
So, which that Wayne's World T-shirt that I got that was a limited run, they've got them right now. They've got all the Wayne's World ones they were doing. They have them. I can't think of the name of the fucking place I bought them from though.
Stop.
But I got a Wayne Stock T-shirt from what the fuck was the name of the place? I can't remember. Leland said Detroit Rock City. That was you referenced that earlier, the Kiss movie.
Oh yeah.
I remember trying to watch that. I don't remember getting through it though. I've never been big on Kiss though, so you know.
I wasn't, but like it was a good movie though.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll give it another try. You know, speaking of movies, and then we gotta get out of here. I went to go watch one of my favorite movies that I bought a digital copy of. It's gone. This is the problem with digital copies of things and owning things digitally. Mm-hmm. Owning things, you don't own shit. They lose the license to the movie. Poof. So if anybody's got a copy of Exit Through the Gift Shop on DVD, I want to watch it. That's one of my favorite movies. It's what inspired me to get my Banksy tattoo. So, wasn't a big fan of Rocket Man. It was too much of a musical. I didn't see that one. I like Elton John, so I'm surprised. You know what was good? A recent movie that was good was Yesterday, which is the one where there's like this electrical surge, and everybody except for this one guy forgets about the Beatles. So he starts.
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
He starts doing the Beatles songs, and people are like, "This guy's brilliant." And like, there is one. My problem is there's one character in the movie. It's his girlfriend or whatever, right? And she is the worst fucking person this guy could possibly know. But somehow she's supposed to be an endearing character. I don't understand it, but. Not a fan of the band, but the Queen movie was all right. I got to see that too. I almost watched it that night because I watched it after WrestleMania, the Beatles movie, because I had the projector still out. So it's like I want to watch movies. I don't want to go to bed yet. So I watched Yesterday, and I really enjoyed that one. But we got to get out of here. But before we get out of here, we got to talk about the Punk Rock Prom, where I will reign over all of you as your king. I will be a benevolent king. I will give and give and give.
No, I'm gonna be king.
John, you can be my court jester. I will be I will be more than grateful to have you as my court jester.
I really kiss Elmo's ass.
You will be the favorite of my loyal subjects.
You're smoking something.
I will be the most benevolent king you have ever seen. I've already seen what the crowns look like. I said, man, that's gonna look good on me.
It's fixed.
It's not fixed. I have nothing to do with the voting.
That's your business.
No, nothing to do with the voting. And then like she said, I gotta come up with a prize for best dressed. I was like, yeah, I look forward to winning that too. So I can't wait to see what everybody's wearing. I can't wait.
You're so funny. You are so funny.
I can't wait. Look, man. You and I can argue all fucking day, but we know the best looking person in our band is Shane, and he's gonna win.
You know what? One time I was voted the best looking guy in the band. Okay, I still got that title.
Yeah, but we've added like 3 more people since then. So anyway,
I still got that championship.
Anyway. Well, Monkey, he's not even going to be there. Maybe he will be there, and I don't know what he's wearing if he is, but it's punk rock prom. Skinny's got it out for me. I know, he told me. He told me he's going for it. He said he doesn't intend to lose this year. I don't know, man.
About that.
I cannot wait because we've got all of these dudes just like, I'm going to win punk rock prom king. So we're all just going to show up looking as fly as we fucking can.
Damn right.
We're all going to be looking amazing. So even if you don't like the fucking music on this show, come for the fucking outfits because I'm sure we're all going to be looking amazing.
I'm fucking rocking out booty shorts on stage.
What else is new, though? Anyway, Max is still pissed about last year, and so is Brandon. Skinny was like, I don't intend to lose this year because I came in second, dressed as Macho Man Randy Savage. Like I said, if it was the pro wrestling prom, you probably would have won, bro, but this is the punk rock prom. Maybe if you dress like Rob Zombie, who's also not punk rock, but he's more punk. I mean, Randy Savage is pretty fucking punk rock, but, you know. Leland looks at me and goes, you're definitely going to win King, and then some other fuck won. I know who won. I think Dan Twist won last year, if I recall correctly. And a WNY red carpet event for real. Yes, for sure. Absolutely. You got all these dudes in the chat right now. We're all arguing about who's going to win Prom King.
Let's go, baby.
We're all arguing about who's going to win Prom King. And so, you know, even if the music sucks, which it doesn't, we're all going to look good. And I'm about to prove to you that the music's not going to suck either. Because this band is playing at the punk rock prom, along with Wyatt Coyne, Bastard, 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 The Living Brain Dead, and Part-Time Genius. This band right here that we're about to play as we leave you for this week, they are playing the punk rock prom. This is going to be broken. Was it not? It was not Dan Twist? I don't know who won then. I thought it was Dan Twist for whatever reason. I thought Dan and Misha won. But in any event, this band is playing at the punk rock prom. So as good as we're all going to look, we're all going to sound great too, because this is Broken Locker. This song is called Hard Work. John, hit him with it.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you motherfuckers. See you next week. And I'll try to be on time.
And we will see you next week.
Bye.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Changing in this rockin' town. I hear less complaining. The folks are sticking around. Well, there is a buzzing. It's on Main Street. Joy is contagious. But everyone you meet, it took hard work, dedication. It took hard work, dedication. It took hard. To pick the city back up. Things are changing in this hostile town. I hear less complaining. Folks are sticking around. Well, there is a buzzing. It's on Main Street. Joy is contagious with everyone you meet. It took hard work, dedication. It took hard work, dedication. It took hard work, dedication to pick